Ward, then Ward gave it back. Well, that brings us to the season finale. It was scorching hot. Ward figured that put the odds in his favor.
Well, it's going to be real hot today, so I think being in shape is going to be a good factor. And I've shown before at Redbud and a few other races that I wore those guys down, so hopefully that's in their mind. And you know, I just got to do what it takes. I just got to, you know, I can't give up no matter what. You know, I'll pass out before I give up.
Was Stanton worried about the heat? Well, it appears Stanton was not worried about anything. With a 9-point cushion, a second and a third in the two motos would give the Team Honda star the 250 crown for the second year in a row. Anything less than that, coupled with a pair of moto wins for Ward, and Ward would be the champ. With the first moto underway, both riders were close to where they needed to be. Stanton was in third, Ward in second, with Ward's teammate Johnny O'Mara out front. When the trio reappeared from the back part of the track, Ward and O'Mara had traded places. Now, the Kawasaki game plan called for Ward to extend the lead while O'Mara held Stanton back. Problem was, Stanton had a game plan of his own. He blew by O'Mara and into second place. Ward never gave up, but Stanton was fueled with pure adrenaline. The defending champ eventually took the lead, and Ward off camera in a last-ditch effort crashed hard. Stanton got the win. Ward kept his championship hopes alive by finishing second. Moto number 2, Team Suzuki's Larry Ward was the leader, but the handwriting was on the wall. A 10th place was all Stanton needed to lock up the 250 National Crown. With his helmet on backwards and 2 flat tires, Stanton could get 10th. Ward, though, never stopped trying. The multi-time national champ, hurting from that first moto crash, fought from out of the pack to take the lead, and in the end, the moto win. Stanton, well, when the Michigan rider crossed the finish line in third, the title for the second year in a row was his. Having won the Camel Supercross Series earlier this year, all that remains for Stanton to win now is the 500cc crown. And what does Jeff think of that?
It's important. Nobody's ever won all 3 championships in 1 year, and it'd be a hell of a task, and I think I'm ready for it.
Here are the final standings in the 250cc National Championship Series. O'Mara wrapped up the season in the number 5 spot. Damon Bradshaw finished 4th, Mike LaRocco 3rd, and as you have just seen, Jeff Ward was 2nd, and the 1990 champ is Jeff Stanton from Sherwood, Michigan. Well, the 500 series gets underway August 12th at Washougal, Washington. We'll see if Stanton is indeed ready. Now, when we last checked the 125s, Guy Cooper was sneaking up on series points leader Jean-Michel Bayle. The French world champ had an answer for that.
Try to make a good start, like I make in the start of the season. Last week I lost a lot of points because I started 2 times last and I crashed in the second start. So what I want to do is try to make a good start, and I think after I have the speed for win.
Also with speed to win, Guy Cooper, who was in second place in the standings, just 9 points back. Defending champ Mike Kiedrowski in 3rd, and holding 4th in the series, Kawasaki's Jeff Matasevich. There are a multitude of other good riders in the 125 class, but those 4 are the cream of the crop. When the gate dropped for moto number 1, though, most of the cream was off the pace. Bayle momentarily had the whole shot, but Jimmy Eichel on the white Yamaha found a little better line and led the field. Cooper, Kiedrowski, and Matasevich were back in the pack. It did not take too many laps, however, to rectify that. However, by the time traffic was disposed of, Bayle was gone. The Frenchman easily collected the win in moto number 1. The second moto, and a different story. This time it was Matasevich out front, being pursued by Kiedrowski. Matasevich, who has never been fond of eastern tracks and high temperatures and humidity, apparently has learned to cope. The Kawasaki rider never gave an inch in winning moto number 2. Kiedrowski, Bayle, and Cooper followed Matasevich across the line. At day's end, the 125 champion Bayle, who took the overall win at Troy, is on top, followed by Cooper, who is now 14 points off the championship chase. Before we leave Troy, Ohio, here's a quick update on one of Motocross's all-time heroes, Rick the Magic Man Johnson. At Troy, Johnson, who was riding his way into shape, carded a pair of 7th-place finishes. His wrist, injured over a year ago, requires constant therapy and stimulation. Johnson admits he has a long way to go. My money says he'll make it.